Welcome back and thank you for listening to the Abu Dhabi Transparency House. I'm here with Eric. Eric, thank you for being here. You represent the Dutch greenhouse Delta.
Yes.
Can you please explain to me what this is? Because I've had several companies who are actively selling greenhouses, but you are Dutch greenhouse Delta. Can you explain a little bit about this?
Yeah, the Dutch Greenhouse Delta is a foundation established by the previous speakers here. Most of them are members of Dutch Greenhouse Delta. Dutch Greenhouse Delta is established 2 years ago by 4 companies at that time. Those 4 companies gathered together in the Westland area and talking about what's happening in the world. And they talk a lot about how to feed the world with healthy, safe and fresh food. And they talk a lot about the challenges that they have. Challenges in the world regarding government, regarding big investors, regarding a lot of big challenges. And they say, hey guys, if we do it together, we cannot get there. If we want to be the #1 player in the world, we have to join forces. And they figure out, yeah, but how can we join forces? And they say, yeah, there is only one way to do that, and that's start a foundation together, put all our energy and effort in it to tell the story around the globe about Dutch horticulture industry.
So can I that it's also a branch organization, or is it just focused on these couple of companies?
No, it's not a branch organization. We have a branch organization that's called AVAG. But this is really a foundation just focused on the international part of the business, bringing the message to China, India, Kazakhstan, and here in Dubai for the Dubai Expo 2020.
Okay, and can you give us some examples of successes that you've made?
Yeah, we have several successes. Let's start. The first success in Holland is bringing at this moment 20 companies together. So when we started with, let's say, greenhouse builders, today we have much more. We have financial institutes, we have insurance companies, but we also have large seed companies like BASF and Bayer on board. So we're spreading our network and diversification of our members. So that's one goal that we achieved already. Secondly is that we put all our effort together to understand better how we can deal with the government and how we can deal with local institutes like the World. Because we need all those 3 parties to go internationally. So when we go internationally and we look to our, let's say, successes there, we established a joint venture in China to set up a mega project south of Shanghai. We closed a deal for Kazakhstan, 250 hectares.
Are you then signing off for all these companies, or does everybody on itself offer to the end customer?
No, that's exactly what we are doing. So how is the process going? Good question. The process is like this. We promote the Dutch sector in outdoor. Let's say we go to Kazakhstan. We meet the local government, we meet investors. They come up, we see what the plan is, we adjust the plan together, sometimes with our members, with the help of our members. And when the plan is shaped enough, we present it to all our members and say, hey guys, this is the plan, this is what we need. And then the members getting together and say, okay, let's build several consortia. It's up to them how they build the consortia. Could be 3, 4, 5 members together, could be 1. It's up to them. And then the investor come back, sit on the table and listen to the 5 different propositions. And he may choose. At that time, I'm not at the table. It's a commercial decision between the government and the investor. At that time, I'm only there as a trusted body. And facilitating the matchmaking. When the match is made, I'm not on the table. I come back on the table when the greenhouse is built and we can pull up the flag and say, hey guys, nice done.
So who pays you then?
My members are paying me
All of them? Or
All
only
of they.
those that get
No.
part of the deal?
No, they all pay an annual fee, what brings me into the world.
Yes. So I can also imagine these companies, there's many of them, Dutch related, they can speak the same language, they have various owners, investors, etc. Why don't they just merge and then say they become the company called
Yeah.
Dutch Greenhouse Delta and they do it themselves?
A very good question. They are merging already. When you look back in the history, you will definitely find much more companies. For example, you see Ridder, who picks up several brands over the last decade. Codema is doing it, so that clustering is done. But when you want to be a cluster, you need a breeding company, you need a logistic company, you need a greenhouse construction company. They are never fit into one company. So that is the challenge. And we bring them together because our proposition is we bring the total cluster, the total supply chain from fork to farm. So we're talking with the retailers and the seed companies and bring them all together. That's our benefit.
I can imagine there's also a clear benefit of having this foundation because you can still remain competitive because all the different parties have to challenge each other in order to bring the best offer to the table.
Exactly. Yeah. So we can bring the best offer on the table. That's one, but there is another big advantage is that many bodies, financial institutes, government institutes, are not equipped or not able, because of regulations in the country, to talk direct with private companies. For example, the World Bank, we all know that they are less equipped and are not in the position to talk direct with private bodies. So we are a very good middleman just to talk with us because we have no relationship in that kind with any of our partners.
What's your ambition?
Oh, we have a very clear ambition. Our ambition is to help to bring fresh, healthy food to the world and make it more green and connect the people with flowers. That's what we want to bring in the world. And of course, with the help of Dutch technology. But that's only an enabler. We want to bring fresh food to the world.
And I imagine, because your central position within this industry, you can also drive certain innovations. You can drive anything that can add to the continuous growth and sustainability of your industry.
Sure. Our major driver is, of course, innovation, because we are linked to many companies. We know where the innovation takes place, so we can bring up the innovation on the table. But already this business model in a foundation is an innovation itself. And let people working together to challenge those big opportunities is an innovation on such. So we are working with real innovations and business innovations, how to cooperate.
So I'm also wondering, we are here at the Abu Dhabi Sustainability Week.
Yeah.
There's also the Expo end of the year. Are there any goals that you have set as a foundation or within the companies themselves that you are facilitating, that maybe if we speak to each other again in half a year, that you can say,
Yeah.
Bernard, I have achieved something, we have signed?
Yeah, our goal is, we are member of the Canon team of Dutch Dubai 2020. Our goal is to bring up the Dutch horticulture industry here to the Dubai Expo in a very nice program. We have several events and weeks planned already for the end of this year and next year. So that's one, to be present, to tell the story. But we really hope that we can sign an MOU together with our King Willem-Alexander and Queen Maxima to bring and build here new technology greenhouses, indoor or outdoor, or how you want to mix it. That's what we want to do here.
Okay, that's perfect. It sounds like you have a mission, you have a clear ambition. You're representing a lot of companies, while maintaining also the competitiveness and the innovation of the
Sure.
Dutch greenhouse sector.
Yep.
I hope that you will be having a lot of good conversations that can grow into signing new contracts for the industry. And thank you for sharing your story, Eric. And
Thanks.
I hope to see you soon afterwards.
We see you here again.
Yes.
Thanks very much.
Thanks everybody for listening to the Abu Dhabi Transparency House. You're here talking with Eric concerning the Dutch greenhouse delta. Thank you, and we'll be waiting for our next speaker anytime.